Michael Mackenzie has the story.
The play Four Black Boys started off as an idea by writer and director Ryan Callis Cameron over 10 years ago. Now that idea has been turned into a theatre production.
10 years ago I read a play called For Coloured Girls Who Have Considered Suicide When the Rainbow Was Enough by Ntozake Shange, and it blew my mind. It just spoke so openly and fluently, and it articulated what black women were going through in the 1970s, and then reading up on that play and seeing the cultural impact that it had from that time till now. And in myself, I was like, you know what, I've never heard the voices of young black men, specifically young black British men. Imagine if we could create something that even had half of that kind of cultural impact.
So Ryan, you tackle some really strong points in this production, including suicides, racism and coming out. Pretty strong stuff.
For me, it was about having a space where we could talk about things that we as black men feel that we cannot speak about. And then secondly, it was about how do we work ourselves through that? You know, in a society that might not give us the space to be able to do that, how do we as a community uphold each other and love one another? And I found that through the play, a lot of the characters in the play found themselves in those situations because they were lacking love. So what happens as a community if you start to love on these young black men? What happens if you get to see them as humans? You know, people that are deserving of love.
And for some of the cast, it's exciting to be on the Royal Court stage.
It's electric. It's a really humbling experience just because of the type of story we're telling. It's a story that really touches the heart of our community.
Even though the subject matters are hard, performing it gives us an outlet, it gives us an outreach. It's almost like church, it's almost like therapy, and to be able to give everything and leave it on the stage is a healing experience for us, the performers.
I hear the sirens go off. A bully van whizzes past me.
And Four Black Boys runs at the Royal Court Theatre until Saturday. Michael Mackenzie, BBC London.